Okay, y'all, it's looking like Rihanna has been scared straight. She has officially, jumped in the water with Jay-Z. In business wise, y'all, we're gonna talk about all of this. Not only is she has been, scared to play ball. Y'all remember after the pow 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 of her house? Now Jay-Z is also his company is getting in the water with a gossip singer. He's a pastor, Marvin Sapp. Now I'm not surprised, especially when I pulled up some pictures of him. He was hanging out with Diddy's, you know, Swallow guy. Yeah, I remember him. They're all buddies, all running the same circle. And now Jay-Z is all over him. Y'all, what do we have playing right now? Rihanna has been forced. This is what it looks like. My personal opinion. She has been forced to play ball with Jay-Z now. And now you have a pastor, a minister of a church that's selling his soul, y'all, just further selling it to do business with Jay-Z. Make it make sense. Did they not see what happened to Prince? I'm just asking y'all. Did they not? Anyway, let me get into my intro. Hello, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, threes, and fours. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. So, y'all know that show that they do that these teenagers that stay in trouble called Scared Straight. This is what I see when I'm y'all. Matter of fact, I want to see if her numbers gonna pop up on that. Y'all, this is what I see when I see Rihanna now. She act like she did not want to play ball, but after that house got piled up, she's playing ball now. And I'm wondering right now, did Jay-Z borrow some money from her so that he can invest in her own company? Because how could he go from not even being able to, get a loan because his money was all messed up? He wasn't able to even get a loan. And he tried to get two loans and he couldn't get neither one because his money was messed up. Everybody was saying he was getting desperate. He didn't have enough of money, and he was trying to borrow this money so that he could invest in the hotel and all of that. He couldn't do it, y'all. Money was low. Now all of a sudden you got money to buy into, all of these companies, and now you are signing other artists, signing gospel singers like that. So you already know when you got somebody that call themselves pulling somebody out the church for to come work with you on your label or whatever you got going on, because he signed with Roc Nation. Something ain't adding up here, y'all. And it seems like Jay-Z got something up his sleeve. Is this his wig, y'all? I don't know why I pulled this picture up because I was looking for Scared Straight picture. And the show, and this popped up. I think they got an episode of Scared Straight on YSL. What is it, SNL or something like that? Just look just like Jay-Z. Is this how his wig was, y'all? And he was pretending like it was his hair. Why did he grow his hair like that? If it was real, just to cut it off, y'all, it didn't make no sense. None of that made sense. Just show us that Beyonce products can get through a wig, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, look at here, y'all. Rihanna is being forced to me. That's my personal opinion. You don't go from don't want to be bothered with Jay-Z, got your masters, all that stuff. You got it in your hand, and you don't have to be bothered with Jay-Z through business wise at all. She has her masters at the age she is right now. This is something a lot of artists want to do. They wish they could do and still have money flowing in and own their own masters and everything. Well, Rihanna allegedly owns her own masters. She got all that stuff from Jay-Z. And when she did, I was like, I wonder if she got some dirt on him for him to let her get away like that. That's she's money. Why would she slip through his hands? Why? Now, all of a sudden, she want to do business again with Jay-Z. Did you not see what happened to Prince? Soon as he signed his name on a dotted line, Prince was taken up out of here. y'all. And who was in court with his family fighting over his music rights and stuff? Um, it, Jay-Z. And allegedly he had an insurance policy on him, y'all. Is this what Jay-Z is gonna get him out of his debt right now that allegedly he's in? I don't know if it's true or not, but it's what the streets are saying, y'all. Is he, about to get out of debt with insurance policies? Why is he so interested in Rihanna now? Is it because people start talking? I told y'all every time somebody start talking about somebody and saying that, oh, there were rumors that him and Rihanna had a little something, something, he jumps in and start dealing with that person like, as if he's trying to get them away to make sure that they don't tell the truth. I guess y'all, I don't know, but it's weird to me. But it's just like look when Free from 106 and Park, all of a sudden she popped out. Remember? Out the blue, when everybody was talking about JT and how, his exes in the past and stuff like that. Then you had Foxy Brown, Nasty Brown, which is what she looked like, but had her pop out and say, you think I'm going to say something bad about Jay-Z, blah, blah, blah. And word on the street, he's the reason why she can't hear it. That's what I heard, y'all. I don't even know. But that's true. And then when everybody started talking about Rihanna, and how she was forced to sign. And I think that played a part in it too, that she was so young. She didn't have, her parents or a lawyer in that room when she signed with him. I think that's why she got all her money out. She paid him back or whatever she owed him. And she was able to get her master's back because I think she has some dirt on Jay-Z. But I also feel like he has some type of control over her as well. I do. And I think that control is ASAP. That's his right hand man. And I think he uses him to keep Rihanna in line. But yeah, y'all, Jay-Z is back Marcy Capital Partners. Now they keep on putting it off as if it's his partners and this and that and this. But he owns this company. And from my understanding, now yeah, he got partners because he always got somebody want to invest in something. Because this is how allegedly they move money around. I don't know, but this is what they say. He's under investigation now because of money being, laundered and all kind of stuff. I don't know why would Rihanna want this tied to her name. He's under investigation for money laundering. Yes, y'all. Bodies, going, doing, taking people out and get people getting paid for crimes and all kind of stuff through cash apps. This is what they were all saying about Jay-Z. Why in the world would Rihanna want to possibly go into business with him? It don't make any sense. But anyway, they're saying that they're in talks to buy Louis Vuitton, Moet, Henna to the Seas, stake in Fenty. That child was ragging in the dough, wasn't she, y'all? She had some big companies backing her. Seriously backing her. So yeah, y'all. Now Jay-Z want a piece of the pie. Why Rihanna out of all the people? Because she can make money. So now you want your name tied to her because she makes a lot of money. Your wife can't sell stuff, so I guess he said, let me get in in business with her. But the thing of it is, when Jay-Z gets in business with people, stuff happens to them mysteriously. I'm just gonna just throw it out there, y'all. It is. Look at Prince, look at all the other people. And a lot of people say he's not a good business person to be in business with because he kind of like backdoors people. I don't know if it's true, but even if it's rumors of it, I'm not about to take a chance. I'm not. How do you get away from him with your masters and you turn around and go back to him again and have to deal with him in this type of way with your company? And she think this is a good deal? He can put an insurance policy on her right now. And I wonder, it's a lot of stuff going through my mind right now. Y'all know how I am. I be thinking out the box, but is that why nobody else has came at her? Because she ain't have no insurance policy on it, so they like, wait a minute, I can't take you out now. I can't take you out now. I ain't got no. I gotta put get some business with you first, and then be able to put you on a insurance policy. Is this the case, y'all? Should Rihanna be even scared now more than ever? Because I know she outside now. She think that the girl locked up, da, 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 da. But I think it was more to that female coming past and allegedly powing up her house. And word on the street is she was not by herself. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Some of these celebrities just seem like they stuck on stupid. I just don't see how Rihanna couldn't just get away from Beyonce and Jay-Z. But like I said, they're using ASAP. Keep tabs on them. All kind of stuff. And that's crazy, y'all. That is. Y'all let me know in the comment section, do you all think that this was a good look or a good idea for Rihanna to go back in business with Jay-Z? He didn't backdoor everybody that allegedly he didn't did business with, majority of people. Why in the world would Rihanna do it? I don't get it. I wouldn't want any ties to him whatsoever. And the fact that he's under investigation for money laundering, I wouldn't want that tied to my company at all. He is literally trying to, reboot his career and his life and to, change everything around of what's going on with him and P. Diddy and Beyonce and all of this tight knit forever situation that been going on, that they've been running stuff forever. And we see how they've been running things. We see how they've been keeping their name out there for years. That's like I told you, when movies was coming out and they were good movies, they would put songs on those movies so that people be like, oh, they get JC soundtrack is on so and so, so and so. And this is how they kept themselves kind of relevant. I don't know why a lot of others wouldn't, they're doing it too. I don't know why. Even more. But yeah, y'all, this is crazy. All of a sudden, when you done got out of a contract with him, you jump back in with him again. Right after y'all tell me in the section, do you all think that this had nothing to do with her house getting piled up? Because it seems a little weird, y'all. It's all over the place, y'all. And then I looked at the date on here, and it said this was posted about Jay-Z and Rihanna could once again be united in business together. I said, Lord have mercy. No, 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 no. In 2005, Jay-Z signed Rihanna. 2005, Jay-Z signed Rihanna, born in Barbados, to Def Jam Records. And she was able to get her master's back. And then they post this June 11th, and that's 611. Turn that six up. That's 911. That's a lot of stuff that, when something is a brewing and 911 come up, water, stuff like that pops up and everything. And like I said, with the numbers, Rihanna and that Marvin Sapp guy who was also doing business with Jay-Z, all of their numbers kept colliding. Like Marvin Sapp equals 129, and a lot of those numbers was lining up with Rihanna. Robin, Rihanna, Fenty. They were adding up like crazy. And then y'all, BLOOD, Sacred to the Feist popped up. And then just Sacred to the Feist by itself popped up. And I was like, wait a minute here. Okay? Wait a minute. And it was all lining up with these two people that just got in business with Jay-Z once again. And this guy is a pastor, bishop. He is a legendary gospel singer. If I heard him before, I didn't know who he was. I'm just going to tell y'all. But yeah, he is a minister. He's supposed to be somebody that, repping God. But now, what God is he repping? Because now you tied in with Jay-Z now. Jay-Z is tied into demonic people, demonic things. This is what he's into. So how in the world can a bishop, and do this guy have a church? He got to have a church if he's a minister, right? Who's going to this guy church? Other people from sororities and stuff like that? Because like I said, it's showing signs that he is a Freemason, y'all. Freemason. This is crazy. This, y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is what Jay-Z is into. Who in the world wants to follow this man? Who in the world wants to go to, what somebody that's supposed to have a Bible in their hand that's following Jay-Z around? Black Cuba Saturn. He has this right in front of that library slash museum, whatever it is, that he opened up in New York. I keep losing my voice, y'all. It was so hot in the house with the air off. But yeah, y'all, this is crazy work. It's a lot of fake biblical people out here. It really is. This is the guy right here, Marvin Sapp, y'all. Yeah, he be dressing too. Oh, he be dressing. And now he is about to do a gospel album with Roc Nation, y'all. Look who he hanging out with. And Diddy's partner, a Swallow. Swallow. This is who he hanging out with. All these people are in cahoot together, entwined together. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it, y'all. All of them. And they hiding behind the fact that they don't. These people could care less about God. And this where he's from, y'all? Fort Worth, Texas. Marvin Sapp. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Look at his hand. He is doing this. That y'all know what it is. The little Freemason, the hidden hand. This is what he's doing. And now he is in business with Jay-Z. You see it right here. The hidden hand. Will Smith he does it too. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bishop Marvin Sapp is partnering with Roc Nation to distribute his upcoming gospel album, Restoration. Mm-mm. And this is his wife. And y'all know the first thing I saw when I saw this picture, I said, oh, they got them red and white flowers that I be talking about, all of the people that be passing and they up for a sacrifice to the fight. Um, they be showing you them red and white or something red and white about them. And I couldn't tell with Rihanna because she wears so much red and white anyway. But yeah, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And he talk about stop lying. Everybody is not broke. So he talking about money right here. So these guys, it seems like all of these church people, that's all they're about is the money. And they ain't really caring about preaching the word, okay? That she going her red and her with her white. She been wearing this red and white out for years. But yeah, y'all, something is definitely a brewing. I hope she get them babies and be careful because I'm gonna tell y'all, this ain't nothing to play with when you calling yourself, getting tied into somebody that is a devil worshiper. This stuff's serious. Have y'all seen young Pharaoh, how he's running around here looking like a fool and stuff now? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This demonic spirits is not playing, y'all. This is look at all this red and white. And then look, this was the last she was at the Super Bowl or something, and Jay-Z had her to come. This make you wonder why he had her in all this red and white too, y'all. Cause this is a sign. Y'all remember when what's her name? Ashley. She all the red and white rose petals and all of that stuff when he took her to Africa, and that was the last place she was at until she got shipped back here. Well, not here, wherever she's from. Yeah, y'all, that's crazy. Crazy. Look at all the red and white. Rihanna wear this color all the time, so I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know. But this is crazy, y'all. Now let's get to some of this stuff that was coming up in the numbers, because this is a doozy right here, y'all. Um, Marvin Sapp equals 129. And 129 equals rain. And I told y'all water that has fallen, they call it rain man, Satan rain man. So that popped up. Reverend, he is a bishop and a minister. Freemasonic popped up. We saw the hidden hand, allegiance, alliance, or whatever. You see his circle of people that he be around. Sneaky also popped up under 129. Hurricane Ian popped up. I told y'all when any like storms, tempest, stuff like that pops up. Yeah, there's something to brewing. Soul. He just sold a soul, right, y'all? When he signed with Jay-Z now. He did. How that don't even mix? How in the world is supposed to be preaching the word of God to people in a church and you're hooked up with Roc Nation, who is totally demonic? Unless you're serving, the church of Satan. That's the only thing that makes sense. Um, birthday also equals 129. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about these birthday water type stuff rituals. This is the same thing that's popping up in here. They go to rain, just like the two young fellows that just passed away. Excuse me, y'all. Carmelo, Anthony. It was raining, and he didn't pass away, but he took somebody out that was coming at him. So rain, and then we have the hurricane that's popping up, the birthday that's popping up. Um, Nolan Wales passed away on the 250th birthday. That's another thing that's popping up in his numbers too. If you put Marvin Lewis Sapp, 205 pops up, which the birthday. The 4th of July was the birthday of the United States. So 205 equals Knights Templar. Y'all, this is crazy. It also equals Jesus the Messiah. It also equals fake demise, mental, minister, business partner, and he just got in business with Jay-Z, y'all. Prince of Darkness. Did he just get in business with the Prince of Darkness? This is what it is. This is what it is. Winter solstice. Remember, I told you a lot of people lose their lives around the summer solstice and the winter solstice, and for Halloween. These is the most times that they do their little rituals, and this is popping up in the numbers. Yeah, 205, 250. Winter solstice, mingle tingle, SLAVE is popping up too. That's popping up. What else? Babylon the Great. It's popping up. I'm not surprised about that because look at this minister that's hooking up with demonic people. Spiritual warfare, war to the fair is popping up, y'all. Cremation is popping up in this guy's number. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Cremation was popping up. Papowing is popping up. All seeing eye is popping up. Billionaire. You are dealing with some billionaires right now because you signing to you just did a contract with Roc Nation and his partners, and then Rihanna just did you dealing with some billionaires, so that's popping up in there. Marketing is also popping up in there. That's the same thing that was happening when Prince passed. There was some marketing going on. He was trying to buy, and I think he did. He eventually bought out the rest of the music from Prince's family, but they was going toe to toe with Jay-Z at first. But yeah, that's crazy. What else? Let's see what else was popping up in the numbers. 129, free, sneaky hurricane soul birthday. Beast mode popped up in there too. New York City popped up, and the number 8. Y'all know the number 8 represents infinity, the infinity links. Um, the things that was connected them was human sacred to the vice. That 804 came up under Rihanna, and you don't count the zero, so that's still 48. Okay. Then Marvin Sapp, it was just 48 that popped up. So some of the numbers was in cahoot with it. 141 also equals human to the sacred to the vice, and regular sacred to the vice, just without the human on there. That also equals 141, just like Marvin Sapp. So it's coming up on both of their names. It's like taking turns. Like who's gonna be the one that, Jay-Z gonna get paid off of. This is what is basically coming up in the numbers with Rihanna and Marvin Sapp calling themselves dealing with Jay-Z, y'all. So y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is not good. This is not good. But I see he doing his little holding his hat, but he's still doing a little 666 sign. And you see Jay-Z doing his. And he was doing a little hidden hand. So I mean, I don't think he cares. I think that a lot of these people is connected, and they use these churches as an excuse because this is the most vulnerable place for people. They want to go somewhere where they feel like, bring them closer to God. But then they're really dealing with some people that is sick out here, to be honest. Because anybody that's dealing with Jay-Z and they devil worship stuff, I just don't see anybody signing their name on the dotted line to be a partner with a person. It ain't a secret to all the people that he done wrong out here. Dame Dash, and the list goes on and on and on. And you still got people willing to just sign. They like, what do Rihanna get out of this? She's already making money. She don't need Jay-Z. But it's showing you now that he needs her. He could Beyonce can't do what she do. She can't. She's a better singer than Rihanna. Yes. And before she messed up her leg, the knees or whatever, she was a better performer than Rihanna. But when it comes to sales, if your music is not selling, and she's tired of touring, I'm just saying, y'all. A lot of these celebrities, this is what they fall back on is merchandise and stuff like that. And Rihanna's good at selling hers, and Beyonce is not. So he need her. He need her in every which way. And he see how she done made so much money off of this Fenty stuff. So now that he wants to get in. But the part of it is, why is you letting him? Rihanna could have bought back her own portion of, from Louis Vuitton. Them. She could have bought that and had more stake in her own company. Why let Jay-Z buy into it? I just don't get it. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.